something that we have been saying is that tensions between the West and China, in particular the US and China, will pick up due to the crisis. It would mean that if it continues to escalate, we could rather see more like yuan weakness. I think it's the combination. What's been waiting on the US dollar is, of course, the Fed keeping and the expectation of the Fed to keep interest rate at ground zero for longer. At the same time, we know that there will be a large and unprecedented deficit. And what we have seen until yesterday, we have seen a nascent recovery. Economic data have been rebounding since May. So the sentiment, even if it still remains weak, has somewhat improved since March, and that's bolstered risk asset to rally and waited a little bit on the greenback.
And Nicolas, essentially what's underlying, the whole risk outlook in Forex markets and across other asset classes is this tug of war we're having between the bulls and the bears. On the one hand, you have some good news in terms of optimism on vaccines, but there's still some concerns about coronavirus cases and what we're seeing in the economic data. And I'm just wondering which side you lean on in terms of trying to figure out where we go from here.
Well, yeah, of course, the bear case is very evident from a global market perspective with the uncertainty over the direction of the virus, the second waves of outbreaks, of lockdowns, and of probably further layoff. So the bear case is very evident from that perspective, combined with a lot of political uncertainty in the US with the election, with a little bit on the bill, geopolitical tension. So that's the bear case is very obvious, but the bear case has not worked so far. On the positive side, I would say that the sentiment still remains quite bearish. At the same time, we know that the Fed and it will seem that the Congress also will be coming on support. So right now, from a global market perspective, I'm highlighting 95 on the DXY as a very important level, and it's important to note that some other key market like risk market. So we have seen the S&P looks a little bit toppish. Other currencies in Australia and New Zealand looks a little bit toppish. Asian currencies look toppish. Brent look toppish. Copper looks toppish. So that's why I'm really highlighting that 95 could be it's definitely an inflection level. And with what happened with the job report yesterday, it's showing what we have been saying, that yes, there's a recovery. It's a nascent recovery, but it will be long and uneven.